we have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, but just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah.
Kamala Harris telling everyone they need to be woke. Honestly, this is one of the most cringeworthy things I've ever seen. How can you be so proud of being woke? How can you stand behind those values and have the nerve to ask the entire nation to trust you while acting like this?
We're going to stop woke. Woke is bullshit.
Trump won the election because he really spoke to people who were fed up with what was happening in society, especially the whole woke movement. A lot of folks felt like their concerns weren't being heard, and Trump gave them a voice. He came across as someone who would stand up against things like all the talk about pronouns and gender. For many, that was a big deal. But as you said, the woke movement isn't going anywhere. It's only going to get louder, and the debate will keep going on for a while.
Why can't I identify as a black lesbian?
Well, firstly, I mean, it was...
Well, I'm serious. If I can identify as anything without any need to prove I'm actually what that is, why can't I on International Women's Day say, I'm Piers Morgan, I'm a black lesbian?
I think taking it to a kind of absurd status,
I think
we're
that's
talking about quite a
with
strong
respect, I think that
change.
you'd already opened the absurdity door by saying it is limitless. You can do what you like. Anyone can say, I'm a woman. So I simply ask you, why...
So according to woke values, why can't Piers just decide to identify as a black lesbian? Isn't that the whole point? That you can be whatever you want as long as you feel like it? So if I decided to go out and murder someone, could I just claim I'm mentally unstable to get out of jail? I don't think that's how it works.
Did you just assume my gender? You said white man.
Okay, I see your point there.
How do you know I'm not a woman?
I see your point.
You need to check your white privilege, your white female privilege.
That's a taste of your own medicine, huh? Don't assume my gender. Don't assume I have white privilege. You're crossing the line here. It's pretty funny, though, how these things turn around.
Are you guys woke?
Whoa.
He is so woke, I've been woke for a while.
I woke up so early this morning, I can't tell you.
I've cooked with the woke, yeah.
This clip is pure gold. A couple of older gay guys poking fun at woke mentality. It's funny because, in theory, they're part of a minority themselves, the LGBTQ community. But they're a real example of people just living their lives without all the extra woke pressure. They don't need to force their beliefs on anyone. They just do their thing and let others do the same. Bravo to them for keeping it real.
And what would be the exact number for that, Madam President?
Yes, sir, that would be 32. The question is, shall the bill pass? Those in favor of that motion will record their votes. I am not here to upset anyone. I am here to do the job that the people of Virginia have called me to do.
So, Senator, I guess your pronouns are more important than actually doing your job in governing Virginia, huh? Who even hires people like this? You're a man, just accept it. How can someone so immature be in such a position of power? It's wild that we're being governed by these kinds of people.
I don't identify as a man or a woman. I'm neither, I'm both, I'm beyond. That has nothing to do with my body. My body does not inform my gender.
I think you're the one that said that I was erasing you as trans. I am. Like, you're not trans. Like, there's a medical definition of being a transsexual.
I'm gonna stop you. Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
Yeah.
Do you feel like talking? You don't have to. Okay.
So you're not a man, not a woman, but beyond? Sounds like a nice way of saying I'm traumatized and need therapy. Seriously, where are the parents of this confused kid? Somebody please help him out.
I dare you to try and stop me from going into a women's bathroom. I dare you to try and stop a transgender woman in my presence from using the bathroom. It will be the last mistake you ever make.
Really?
This is a call to action. You need to arm up.
Here's the thing. I'm really not sure one thought this through before posting it and what exactly that sounds like. I really hope that that's the case, because it's not just females that use the restroom or women. There's also children little girls. And I frankly don't care what a person identifies as or what they are biologically, male or female. If any person makes any child feel uncomfortable in a public restroom, believe me, there is an absolute lot that I can say, and there is a lot that I can do to ensure that that child will feel safe. And so when one says something like this...
This is just straight up scary. A grown, overweight man saying he dares anyone to stop him from walking into a women's bathroom. That's beyond creepy. If I were a woman just trying to use the bathroom and some guy like that barge in with that kind of aggressive attitude, I'd be terrified. This right here shows the problem with the woke mentality. Sometimes you get people like this who can put women in real danger.
So I just got back from the grocery store, and this guy came up to me and he called me a fucking freak. And this person behind him, they took off their shoe and just started hitting him. And I was shocked and I immediately left. Point is that my shoe's now broken.
All right, the guy might have been a bit rude, but what do you expect? In your own little community, maybe you feel like a princess, but out in the real world, it's just a different vibe. Honestly, I'd be pretty annoyed if I was out shopping with my kids and they had to see a grown man trying to dress like a woman. It's like, come on, your balls are hanging out. That's not something anyone wants to see.
What are your pronouns?
I don't want pronouns.
So you're fluid? What is that?
Nobody even knows what that means. Ask her to describe exactly what that means.
Well, what is that? Why are people
Nobody
doing
knows. We have to bring our country back to sanity.
This is hilarious. Why would you ask Donald Trump about his pronouns? It's like asking a vegan what their favorite type of meat is. It just doesn't make sense. Thank God he put an end to all that multiple gender nonsense and brought it back to just two. Honestly, having a president like him was probably the best thing that could have happened to the U.S.
I am a fat black woman. I grew up when this was not the beauty standard. I did not see this on stages, in magazines, on television, in movies, winning awards. But I made it happen because I believed in myself. I spoke to myself every single day with love. It took a long time, but I got there. And I am no different than any of you in this room. Every single day, you need to take some time out your day and say something kind about yourself. Even if it's you're special. I'm so glad that you're still with us. Broken, but damn, you're still perfect.
Newsflash, honey. Being fat is still not a beauty standard. It's just an idea the woke mentality has pushed to keep people lazy about their weight and avoid taking action. Hit the gym, and I promise your success will multiply in ways you can't even imagine.